What's up, YouTube? Robbie Vapes back again, and today we're checking out the Crown Tank. That's right, YouTube. Today we're finally checking out the Crown Tank. I cannot wait. Someone once mentioned that in all my videos I feel like I'm really excited. I have never been more excited in my life right now. I cannot wait to dig into this and get down and dirty with this thing, fill it up with some juice, and start vaping on it because I am stoked. I am just hoping, and I mean hoping, it lives up to all the hype that people are giving it. Please let it hold up. Anyways, without further ado, let's get down and dirty with this thing and check out what you get in the box. Alright guys, we are down and dirty with the Crown Tank. I cannot wait. I've already opened it up a little bit for you. There's a bunch of tape around here which I already took off. Just one more step between me and this crown, which seems to have taken forever to get to me. Here's some coils here you can see. You can kind of see here if I can get it to focus. Let's see here. Come on, focus. Dual 0.5 ohm coil. And what do we have here? We have... Turn it around. Dual 0.25 ohm coil. You got a spare glass tank. See if you get anything else underneath. You got some O-rings underneath. Silica, and some instructions. So this is a top filling tank, which I'm pretty excited about. It's also stainless steel, which is kind of interesting as well. Those are the coils, of course. Let's put this back there on top. Really quick view of the instructions. See if I can get it to focus, and if you want, you can pause the video to read these. There we go. Now let's get to the main attraction, the tank itself. I am excited for this. Put that off to the side. Here it is, guys. I apologize for the ink on my hands, by the way. I just sent something at the post office and it was a little messy, but anyways. So there we go. There's the bottom pin connection. Let's see if we can take this off. So we unscrew that. There is a coil. Let's hope it's another 0.25 ohm coil, but we will soon find out. Just open it up here. Take it out. There's the bottom connection pin as well, the positive pin. And what do we have here? This is a dual 0.25. So you get 2.25 ohm coils in here, which is nice. That's probably what I'll be vaping on the most. Airflow, I don't know, guys. I'm a little worried about that airflow ring. It's pretty small, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. There's the bottom of the chimney. Now here's the drip tip. Really nice drip tip, actually. Not too bad at all. There it is. It does appear to be a 510 connection there, which is nice. Put that back on. And let's take off the top and see how it looks to fill. Alright guys, so there is the top fill portion of it. Obviously you have tons of room in between the chimney and the fill holes, which is a really nice feature. Let's just screw that back on. Put the tank all together. Then what we'll do is prime our wicks. And after that we will then let it sit for a while and fill the tank. So there it is. There's the wick down there. I'm gonna get some good old Cowtown e-juice here and just drip that in here. Now I will be doing a comparison between this and the Magnus because I've heard this is very similar to the Magnus. So I'm kind of curious to find out how it's looking. I gotta do two hands with this. Anyway, so primer wicks, just drop a little bit in there. Little on the side, just kind of paint it a little bit. That's what I do at least. There we go. I've heard you want to wait about 20 minutes for this thing to prime up. So that is what we will do before we start vaping it. A little more in there. That should be plenty. Let's put this back on top. Put this part back together. There it is. Alright, it's back together. Again, that airflow is a little bit worrisome. I'm worried about the size of that airflow. Doesn't look massive, but hopefully it still does a trick. Let's unscrew this top portion and start dripping her in. Just see it filling down the sides. Decent size capacity. I don't know what the capacity is, but it is filling pretty slowly, so that's not a bad thing. If I had to guess, I'm probably going to say around 4.5 to 5 mils. but I could very well be wrong. Just keep on filling this thing up. It's almost there. Filling this thing is actually pretty easy, so I do like that. And you can get it nice and full to the top, which I really like. That's one of the things that are so good about the top fill component, is being able to actually utilize the full amount of space. So there we go, that should be good enough. Right in there. Let's put this top part back on. We will let it sit for 20 minutes before I start vaping it. But and of course we'll want to vape it in increments so we don't just go full out off the top and burn out our coils. We'll want to break the coils in a little bit, and that's what I'll be doing as well. Anyways, guys, that is the Crown sub-ohm tank. Here are the Crown sub-ohm coils. You can see, got the 0.25 ohm ones. Anyways, I'm going to be vaping on this for about a week, and then I'll be right back to let you guys know what my final thoughts are. Alright, YouTube, we are back with the Crown tank. I am so excited to bring this review because the big question was, how does it stack up to the Magnus, alright? This thing, I gotta tell you guys, this thing is well worth buying. Usually I go into pros and cons, usually I go into, you know, a whole bunch of facts about it, and I'll get to that in a second. But before I even get to that, a lot of people just want to see, you know, whether or not it's worth buying or not. I'm gonna go straight to it. Yes, it is. I love this tank, okay? This is my new favorite tank. It is by far one of the best tanks on the market, in my opinion. I'm using the 0.2 ohm coils here. I still am using the same coils I started using when I first got this thing, so it's been well over a week now. As you can see, I have the 0.25 coils here, still in the packaging, still haven't removed the plastic wrap from it or anything like that, so that is still there. I gotta be honest, guys, this thing is just absolutely everything I expected it would be, and that's saying a lot. Okay, there's a lot of hype around this tank. There's a lot of people who were telling me to get it. I finally bit down and got it. It took a long time to ship, but honestly, 17 days, it's a long time for me personally to wait for such an amazing tank, but I will say this, it was worth the wait. Now I know some other retailers are starting to sell this now, and I can see why. It is probably one of the best tanks on the market that I've ever tried. I've tried a lot of tanks, guys. There's now a rebuildable section to it. There's now temp control coils for it. For me personally, I like these Canthal coils. I'm good with Canthal. I don't really want to get into temp control. It's working really well. I'm just going to take another hit off this as well, just to show you guys what it looks like. Clouds for days. All right, guys. This thing is just absolutely amazing. I'm vaping it on the Ray right here, which is the combination mechanical mod and box mod, I should say. This and regulated box mod. Sorry, that was the word I was looking for. Is regulated box mod. This thing is honestly amazing. Okay, and I'm not just talking about the Ray. I'm talking about the tank too. This combination is deadly right now. This Crown tank is seriously, it means business, guys, alright? I've taken it up to 110 watts. I can't vape it any higher than that. That is as high as I can take it. Right now I've maxed it out at 80 watts on this device, which is just, it's a blast to use. I have the airflow control on this thing only half open. I know I mentioned before that it would be, something I was worried about was that the airflow wouldn't be enough. I only have it half open, and this thing is just absolutely amazing. Airflow is great. The flavor in this tank is one of the best I've ever had. The overall appearance of it, a lot of people don't like it. I actually don't mind it. I don't think there's anything wrong with this tank, looks-wise at least. As far as pros and cons go, pros, it can handle some high wattage and it handles it well, including some max VG stuff. This is actually my own blend in here. It's an 85-15 mix, and that includes all the flavoring as well, accounting for the flavoring being PG based. It is just absolutely nuts. So honestly, overall pros and cons. Pros, it can handle any type of juice, it can handle high wattages, and it vapes a lot like an RDA in a lot of ways, just by the overall flavor and vapor production you get, and the density of the vapor. I mean, just take a look at this again. Again, just a super dense vapor, so satisfying. The coils in this thing can easily handle anything you throw at it, pretty much. Like I said, I haven't gone above 110 watts. I can't handle it that hot myself, even with the airflow wide open. This is the airflow wide open, just to show you. again, this thing is just chucking vapor. If you don't have one of these, I do recommend getting one. As far as cons go, I honestly don't know if I can pick a con out on this thing. The price was right. It was 35 bucks for this thing, US dollars. I don't think you can get a Canadian right now. It's only available online from what I've seen. A few brick and mortars in the States have been trying to get them in. I don't know if they actually got them in. There's a store in Ontario, in Toronto, that actually should have these in soon. And I think there's a store in Calgary that will be getting these as well. So stay tuned for that. But overall, I mean, I can't find anything wrong with this thing. And that's hard for me to say for a sub-ohm tank. Because a lot of these sub-ohm tanks just... I can pick out little things about them. Maybe the flavor isn't quite as good as where I'd like it to be, or maybe, you know, the drip tip's a little off. I like everything about this. Drip tip works. I have put a 510 in here and it seems to work okay, so that will work. Top fill. I mean, I didn't even get into top fill yet. Top fill is amazing. I never take it off my device. I just always have it on. I mean, the only time I'd have to take it off is to replace the coils. I've been vaping on the same coil for probably about a week and a half now, and it still has just as good a flavor as it did from day one. So, you know, these coils are lasting me a long time. I'm putting some high VG stuff through this. Like I said, 8515, 9010 I've put through here from this wonderful stuff, the Sin City Gluttony. I've put through some lower VG stuff in here, and it doesn't seem to gurgle at all, which is nice. It handles all ranges of VG and PG. Overall, do I recommend this? Hell yeah. If you don't fucking have one of these, what are you waiting for? Quit watching my video and go order one, because this thing is amazing. I've never thought so highly of a tank before until now. This thing is just setting a whole new mark for tanks going forward, and I think that might be why I didn't really like the Zephyrus I got. I just was not a fan of it. The RBA deck is really nice in the Zephyrus, I will give it that, but compared to this thing, I mean, I'm getting dry hits on the Zephyrus around 60-65 watts, and when I chain vape, on this thing I can chain vape it no problem at 100 watts, and it's no issue at all. So if you're looking for a new sub-ohm tank to get, I highly recommend the Crown tank. If I lost this today, would I go out and get another one? Yes, I absolutely would. I just probably would pay for the shipping next time, so it didn't take so long. But it was nice having the free shipping, don't get me wrong. As a Canadian, we pretty much never get free shipping on anything, so having that option available was really nice. And I didn't even spend that much. I think I spent like 55 bucks with the tank and the coils. So it's not like I spent like over 100 bucks to get free shipping. I only spent just over 50, and I'm not sure if I had to spend that amount, but even if I did, I say it's well worth it. So overall, yes, I love it. Yes, think you should get it. And if you're still watching this even after my first fucking morning, again, go out, pick this thing up if you don't have one. I love it. I'm in love with this tank. I honestly cannot find any flaws with it. I've been vaping it for a week and a half. We'll see if my mind changes after a month or so, if anything goes wrong with it. But if it holds up like this, I mean, there is nothing I can complain about. I guess the only thing I can complain about is that the juice, the size of the tank is only 4 mils. I think I mentioned it was around 4.5 to 5. I was wrong. It's a 4 mil capacity tank, and it does drink juice pretty quickly. Other than that, I mean, that's a small issue, and even then it's not really an issue. It's just because I go through juice so quickly. Yeah, go out and get one of these. That's all I have to say. That's how I'm going to end this video. Go out and pick up the Crown tank right now. I highly suggest it, and you will not be disappointed. On that note, let's end the video there. Until next time, YouTube, happy vaping.